Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's about that time. It's about that time. Yes, it is about that time. It's me and the OG truth, the realistic ones. Yes, it's Tuesday night. It's time for the fuckery to cease, desist, and cut down the monotony, the bullshittery as it is, as it were. We're gonna get into a few things. You know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. The more things change, the more they stay the same. It's been 16 years of this obsessive addiction of blaming the quarterback for everything. You know, a defensive back commits a penalty to keep the defense on the field, trying to close out the game. Blame the quarterback. Defense can't stop the run. Blame the quarterback. Defense missed tackles for 3 weeks. Blame the quarterback. You don't like the scheme or the play calling. Blame the quarterback. You go to the bathroom and can't get your wiggity waggle to waggle the way you want it to. Blame the quarterback. When would it end? A lot of you so-called realistic realists that claim to know football. I hold everybody accountable, but the only name you call is quarterback. Defense could give up the winning touchdown to the opposing team. Blame the quarterback. Did this shit for 14 years with Matt Ryan. Like I said, the more things change, the more they fucking stay the same. This shit is old and tired, man. It's old and tired. It's old and tired. Dead ass. It's old and tired. And lazy. To be out here expecting Hall of Fame play from a rookie, a 15-game rookie. It was mentioned on this program. It was mentioned on Cooler Talk. It was mentioned on the heavy hitters, regulators, Wicked Wednesday Sports Tea. Truth be told, we all told you before the season started, there's gonna be bumps in the road with all these babies in key positions on this offense. But I mean, you know, that's like talking to a splintered old wall and trying to put paint on it without scraping it down. You know, it's funny how a lot of you motherfuckers out here, you know, have to make these outrageously high expectations. No, they're not reachable. Just so you can try to be right. Just so you can try to be right. A lot of y'all got tunnel vision and can't see the big picture and never will. This is not a one game fix, a one training camp fix, a one preseason fix, a one season fix. It is not, especially at the quarterback and O line position. That's 3 to 5 years, my guy. And the damn show ain't gonna happen in 15 games. It is not. It just not. Now, before we get even any further, I'm gonna say good evening to the ones that will. Engine number 9, what's happening? Tev, what's going on? Maurice Martin, how you doing? Hey, Sonya. Big Ant, what it do? No, why you out there on the porch unless you babysitting? Mr. Knight, nice to always see you. What's going on? What's going on outside? What in the world? Corey, what's good, bro? Good evening to everybody. Yeah, with all of those, 14 eyes on this thing, let's get 14 likes to start with, as we're going. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. Truth TV, OGN TV. You know what I'm saying? We all got missions. Make it do what it do. But it is it is mind-boggling. People get out here and think that you could stick a player in the microwave for 2 minutes and out pops an all-pro Hall of Fame ready quarterback. And a lot of y'all believe that shit. But then there's a lot of y'all out here that just want to talk for the sake of talking. And then say I have a right to my opinion. And you do. You have a right to that opinion, even when it's dumb as hell. Because I heard a Hall of Famer once say on the telecast, 4 quarters money time. And for the 3rd time this season, our quarterback has put the money on the board and the defense has given it away. And it's another, truth. There's another funny thing about our particular fan base. Our fan base don't, they have this innate idea that every time we have the ball, if we have 10 possessions in the game, we supposed to score all 10 times. If we had about 15 times, we supposed to score all 15 times. I mean, I've never seen that happen. I've seen some games where there are some pretty nice defense get played. But our fan base seems to not respect whatever opponent, you know what I'm saying, that we have. You know, now our opponents, they have guys on their team that make millions of dollars to do their job, just like ours do. But we just supposed to roll in every game and put up 50, 60 points. And you know, and that's how it's just supposed to be. Do you really think that's how it's supposed to be? I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious to know, because I've heard a lot of this since last night. You know what I'm saying? Early this morning. You know. You know what I'm saying? And it's you know what I'm saying. We had a key injury in that fourth quarter that made the run defense go straight downhill. But I was told that was making excuses. Now, how could it be an excuse when it was an actual fact? It happened. When Street went down, so did the goddamn run defense. White started getting off. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know y'all watched the game too. I mean, truth. I think you may be on to something. You know what I'm saying? Some of these folk got a severe case of PSTD. You know what I'm saying? With side effects of Vic-itis coming in a new strain. You know, because I really truly believe if our quarterback was dark skinned and ran about 1 second better than what he actually runs, wouldn't nobody be doing all this bitch moaning and complaining. You know what I'm saying? It'll be everybody's fault except for his. I mean, because that's what they did when Michael Vick was here. And he put the playbook in the trunk. But as long as he was doing rap videos and running 4-2, everything else did not fucking matter. And here we is with the light skinned dude with the good hair. You know what I'm saying? And he can't park his car right without something being wrong. This man has put up over 300 yards 4 times this year. Okay, and it wasn't by accident. But none of these quote unquote talking heads, you know what I'm saying, or I have a right to my opinion type folks, you know, when he did something to the positive, quiet as a church mouse, moving the goalposts, you know, wanting to have all kinds of things, you know, can't stand it, be gritting their teeth because they got to say something nice about him. When he dropped that 329, these motherfuckers, it killed them. When they would rather be out here 25 hours, 8 days a week, just, you know, sitting on them, putting their foot on their neck. Because, you know, he done turned the ball over or didn't throw the right pass or missed the open guy. You know, but then when he goes, you know, 16 for 24, you know what I'm saying, for 307, 329, you know what I'm saying, with a 108, you know what I'm saying, QBR, you know what I'm saying, and you know, strolls off about 35, 38 yards, you know what I'm saying, on the ground. You know, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Oh, now you ain't got time for it. But when he fucks up, you got all day, every day.
Ding, 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 ding. We got a super chat.
Ding, ding.
Maurice Martin says, Ritter's our guy. The fan base needs to let Vic go. Vic did his thing, but Matt Ryan was better than Michael Vick. If we get Matty Ice, maybe we can get Matty Ice to coach Desmond Riddle. Let me say something. We got to some kind of way as a fan base. I don't know how we're gonna work it out, but we got to let go. That 2016 post-traumatic stress syndrome. You know, you'll deny it, but that's what it is. You ain't let that go. You ain't got over the trauma of what happened actually on February the 5th, 2017. You know, I alluded to it yesterday on the show yesterday. It's like a stench. It's almost like you vomit and you throw up in some carpet and you try to clean it and you clean it and you clean it, but the stench is still there. You can't get past a simple. Listen, first of all quarterbacks, not just rookies, not just veterans, not just mid-grade guys, going to make mistakes. Are we justifying inept play? No. Are we justifying this? Turnovers? No. But at the end of the day, this guy is money in the fourth quarter. Those are the facts. That's the fact. That's not nothing to be made up. That's not an excuse. Now, if I give a fact and you call it an excuse, I'm going to tell you to take that shit, shine it up, turn it sideways, and shove it up your ass. And then you're going to feel disrespected, disregarded. Because when somebody uses the word excuses, it's just only to disregard. It's a way for you to disregard or refute a fact. Fact is, we had about 2 possessions yesterday on Sunday. We had 4 backup offensive linemen, and our quarterback only got sacked. To my recollection, he only got sacked, a meaningful sack once, and that was the safety. Now, I know some of y'all get tired of us every week, like we coming in and we picking on the fans. We ain't picking on the fans. We just pointing out the obvious. And like Sam said, everybody's more than entitled to their thoughts and their opinions. Your entitlement, that's just what the word is, entitlement. For some reason, our fan base feel entitled. And just because someone is not as pissed as you are, don't mean they're selling for mediocrity. That's a fucking pity party. That's just you want somebody to be as mad as you. There were several other factors in that football game. That's why we lost. The turnovers definitely were part of it. But I've heard it mentioned every which way but loose. Even with those crybabies on 92.9, everybody to a man said that turnover wasn't on Riddle. But because he's being charged with the turnover, that's all you need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you can bitch and moan.
Real quick, True. And do me a favor and pull up Zach Wilson's stats, please. Since I'm just talking, I want to make a quick point.
I got you.
Pull up Zach Wilson's stats. Go ahead, True.
We got to get rid of PSD, man, because whenever something goes wrong, a lot of people in the fan base turn it into the worst possible scenario. We have a fumble. Oh shit, we're gonna lose the next 4 games because of that fumble. We have a missed block. Oh, we're gonna lose for the next 10 years. Whatever can go wrong, will go wrong. That's that PTSD. If it makes you feel better, we all sat through and watched that debacle. And the 2 people who are criminally responsible, their teams, the teams that they sit on, sit ahead of us. And there's a good chance we're going to see one of those teams sitting as a 4 seed, and they're going to come in here as a 5 seed. We got to let it go. You got to figure out a way to let it go. Now, you do whatever the hell you want to do. Because one thing I'm not going to do is try to tell one grown person what they should do. But I know I don't let it go. I let it go shortly after I seen the bullshit or what took place, which could be another show.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, you got to make up your mind what's best for your sanity. The Falcons are 6-7. They're in a 3-way tie atop the South. The record is the record. The division is the division. The division is not a very, very solid division, but the Atlanta Falcons do what they're supposed to do. We ain't got to worry about what goes on with nobody else. Even though from a tiebreaker standpoint, right now Tampa holds the lead. But guess what? We go into Carolina, we beat Carolina, no matter what happens with Tampa in New Orleans next week against the Packers and the Giants. Tampa's on the road, the Saints are at home. We're gonna be right back sitting in first place. And they will meet each other 2 weeks after that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's gonna sort itself out anyway.
Yeah. And you got them Zach Wilson numbers.
Okay, let's see here. We just talking about this year, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is 217 completions, 357 attempts. That is a 60.8 completion percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2,245 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he's supposed to be worse than. I mean, he's supposed to be better than Ritter. But,
Right. See, this M. Dot fella, whoever, fella or chick or whoever they are, you know what I'm saying, says that Desmond Ritter has worse stats than Zach Wilson, which I know to be false. You know, we've had this conversation. You know, but since I'm just talking, you know, I figured we do what we normally do and let the stats and the numbers and the facts speak for themselves. Run it at him.
Ding, ding,
okay,
ding.
Look. Hold on. We're gonna get that. And I'm gonna read you something. Let's get this super chat.
Yeah.
Maurice Martin, $2 super chat. And let's be clear, Kyle Shanahan caused us loss.
Let me elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's close to me know how I feel about Kyle.
Shannon shit.
Go take a shit a hand.
Now, he wasn't the head coach.
Nope.
We know what happened on the headset. It's already been documented what happened on the headset. But the person with the final call, he allowed it. So he should take the biggest charge. All he had to do was his job and intervene, and we're Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, and what's the numbers?
Okay, so all I'm gonna say is this guy, Zach Wilson, has never thrown for more TDs than more interceptions. And he's been in the league since 2021.
Yeah.
Only this year, he has one more touchdown than interception. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Wilson was the number 2 overall pick in the draft, if my memory served me right.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond Ritter was
the Jets in the bottom 5 in every statistical category offensively.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Wilson was so shit hot, they went out and mortgaged part of their future for Aaron Rodgers, who played one possession and popped his Achilles. Listen, man. Desmond Ritter is going to, like it or not, lead this team to the playoffs. Get ready for it, folks, because if he leads this team to the playoffs, he's here.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going anywhere. So, I don't know what you're going to do. What you going to do? You're going to leave? Go to another team? You're going to sit here and continue to complain, which is the more likely and realistic scenario.
Right.
Or are you going to get behind Desmond Ritter and this team to go in there and beat the Cowboys or the Eagles, whoever's the runner-up in the East, that's who coming down here. Either Eagles or the Cowboys. Everything else is pretty much sorted out. The Niners are going to win. The Lions are going to win the North. The only things that really up in the air is the 7th seed, probably the 6th seed, and the 4th seed.
Now,
the 1, 2, 3 seeds are going to be either the Eagles or Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Lions.
Right.
With me, I don't care who it is because I got to axe the grind as a Falcons fan. I got to axe the grind against the Eagles or the Cowboys. Our very first playoff loss, the first 2 times we got knocked out in the playoffs was by the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Got knocked out in 7-8.
Yep.
We got knocked out in 8.
Yep.
Our very first playoff game was against the Eagles. We beat them, and since then, we've lost to them 3 times in the playoffs. One of them in a conference championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So we 1-5 against the Eagles and Cowboys in the playoffs total. So I got an extra grind against either one of them.
Mm-hmm. William, Amy, you can go get in that same trunk that Michael Vick put the playbook in and have several seats off a cliff.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? And that's about all I'm going to give to you. Go with God, bro.
Brother.
Wyatt Carlson, you're exactly right. Has Ritter had some good games? Yes, but he's had more bad games where he's been poor. But we don't want to. That's not true. The thing is, he ain't the only person on the team that is messed up, bruh. But he's the only name that get called. For 9 games, the damn offensive line was straight up dumpster juice. Okay. And the artist formerly known as a unicorn finally decided to goddamn run a route correctly this week.
He ran a route correctly. He didn't have a man within 10 yards of him. How about
Okay.
that?
And y'all's favorite new toy who you call generational talent and not can't find a blitz pickup to save his mama life.
Lord,
But nobody's talking about all y'all. The only name you want to call is Desmond Ritter. He ain't the only person on the team. Richard Grant been done screwed up every week except for 2. Okay. And this other young man, Clark Phillips, I love him to death. He played good until that the buffoonery of a damn penalty in the 4th quarter. But you want to talk about, don't nobody want to hold Desmond Ritter accountable. You ain't been catching all the shows.
You ain't been watching.
You ain't been catching all the shows, bro.
I mean, if we wanted to hold him accountable, we wouldn't have shit to say, because a lot of, 90% of the fan base done said it for us.
Exactly.
So that's bullshit on him not being held accountable. Now,
25 hours, 8 days a damn week.
Come on,
25 hours, 8 days a damn week. They don't know nobody else's name on the team but Desmond Ritter.
Hey, where's that same energy for Vance Jefferson, bro? He's the one that missed that tackle, that missed that block. Where's that same energy, bro?
Everybody talk about the fumble in the end zone, but who missed the block that got the sack that caused the fumble in the end zone? Keith Smith. But ain't nobody talking about that.
I don't hear his name.
Y'all love to throw that accountable word around, but you only throw it around on one name. But there are several folks on this team that have screwed up religiously.
Now, back to Van Jefferson. If Van Jefferson don't drop the ball in Tennessee, the guy who y'all wanted to replace Ritter will probably still be the quarterback. And Taylor won that game in Tennessee. Also stayed with him.
I see where you're going there, Chauncey.
But Van Jefferson dropped the ball dead, right, hit him dead in the hands.
Dead in the hands.
Now, let me go and piss some of y'all off. Y'all can go to sounding like that crybaby at 3 o'clock on 92.9. I think it's Bell.
It's Bell.
I don't want to jack shit about no almost turnovers.
Oh, that's the fan base favorite stat.
I don't want to hear shit about no almost turnovers.
That's the fan base favorite stat. He could have thrown 3 interceptions.
He could have also had another touchdown if Drake hadn't dropped the ball dead in his fucking hand. But that would be making excuses. And it's only making excuses because it's not adding fuel to your narrative. Again,
hey PJ,
just like y'all get tired of us going back at y'all, we get sick of listening at it. How many of y'all knew that Bijan went over 1,000 yards last week? Probably didn't know that because you spent so much time. Thinking about why we had 13 points in a win. You think the Minnesota Vikings fan base is bitching right now? They won a game 3-0. But guess what? They got the number 6 seed. Damn near locked up.
Hold on, Chauncey. Hold on. You mean to tell me that 3-0 victory was worse than that shit that we did last week with the Jets?
In a hostile environment, no matter how bad the Jets suck, that's a hostile environment. Because them folks loyal up there. In bad weather, cold and rain.
With that shitty ass field, but we're not going to talk about that.
Did Dez turn the ball over last week?
I don't think so.
Not at all. In bad weather.
Nope.
Sure didn't.
But I bet you somebody remember the first play of the game where it was a fumble snap with a wet football.
What up, Terry?
PTSD, y'all. We got PTSD as a fan base. We got to get that stench out.
What up, ATL? What's happening, Corey? What up, John?
It's been a total turnover since 2016. Only 2 holdovers in 2016 are Jake Matthews and Grady Jarrett. And I don't think they putting any hex on the team by still being here. They just happen to be on the team when that shit happened. Some kind of way, you got to make up your mind to get over it. Because that's what be wrong with a lot of fans when they just going ape shit, going ballistic. Fan how you want a fan. I say that a lot. But don't hold the rest of the fan base hostage. Because you got to string up your ass.
Got your thumb tied up in the Boy Scout knot.
Don't make me grieve like you grieving. Everybody grieve differently.
That part counts.
Everybody grieve differently. I got my way of grieving. You got your way of grieving. I ain't going to tell you how to grieve, but you damn sure not going to tell me how to grieve. When I'm watching a football game, when I'm watching my Falcons, when I'm watching them live, I'm watching them as a fan. When shit happened, when Dez fumbled that ball, I was kicking the damn dog and slapping my wife and ready to dive out the window head first and break my neck. I would do all that shit. Because I'm watching the game live as an emotional fan. But what I don't do is I don't carry it for 48 hours. Because I go back and I watch the game 2 to 3 times. And I watch all the shit that went on. Young Waku made field goals. This is not a conversation right now. Period. Young Waku make his 2 field goals. We win 31-29. Desmond Ritter is behind Brock Purdy is the second-rated quarterback in the 4th quarter. Out of 32.
But they don't speak on that, though.
They don't want to.
He's second in yards in the 4th quarter. But you know what? A negative motherfucker say, well, he the reason why we had to come back. Do y'all know Brett Favre is not on? Do y'all know Brett Favre is the all-time leader in interceptions?
And he's a Hall of Famer.
And they love his dirty draws in Green Bay. And we get criticized for letting him walk.
Shit, he couldn't stay off of Peachtree with his drunk ass. And then, truth be told, we didn't have the coaching staff to do with him what Mike Holmgren and that staff with Steve Mitriucci, Denny Green, and all of them that was on that staff was able to do with him.
What I find interesting is a good portion of the fan base don't want Dez to start at quarterback, but they don't want him traded. Can somebody please make them? You don't want him out on the field, but you still want him on the team. And you don't think I see through that bullshit? The reason why you still want him on the team, because it will support your narrative that he's a career backup. But let me tell y'all something. It could possibly happen. It could possibly happen. And Desmond Riddle is not the quarterback here next year. That could be a strong possibility. But if he ain't the starting quarterback, don't think he's going to be here. Because one of them 32 teams will snatch him up. If you think he's so bad, hell, Mariota got a fucking job. Right now, they're right there talking about possibly playing him for the last 2 to 3 games. So Jalen Hurts can heal up some more.
This is true. This is true.
Message.
We got to cleanse ourselves of what happened 7 years ago, y'all. We got to cleanse ourselves of that. I know it's going to be extremely hard, but we got to cleanse ourselves of that.
I mean,
for that.
There's a whole defensive conversation to be had about Sunday. The defensive staff devised the game plan where we held Mike Evans to 2 catches.
Great job, AJ.
So how many yards, Sam?
Shit, I think
it was
22 or 17 or something like that.
Listen, y'all.
Ooh, Lord, some people just need to go with God.
Now, Green Bay losing last night, that made shit wide open.
It sure do.
We own the tiebreak over Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we don't own the tiebreak over, because it's 6 teams that are 6 and 7. 3 of them in our division. The other 3 being Green Bay, LA Rams, and Seattle. One of those 5 teams are going to win. Is going to win the South. The other one of those 6 teams are going to be the 7th seed, unless Minnesota kind of fizzles out, and then it turns into a whole big old clusterfuck.
Right.
Y'all stop looking at them mathematical percentages they putting up with 4 games left. Got fucking 4 games left.
It don't matter.
I saw shit on Fox or CBS where they said if we win the game, we got an 84% chance of winning the division. Well, let's say we won that game. That would have put us at 7-6. We turn around and lose. That would have put us at 7-6. We turn around and lose the last 4 games. We 7-10. What was our record the last 2 years? We didn't make the playoffs.
7-10. Oh my goodness.
One game at a time, folks. Let's stop counting the games ahead.
Look
Don't
at
get
him.
caught counting ahead. One game at a time.
Look at him.
Carolina's not going to listen. Damn all that shit. Again, Randy McMichael was talking today. They're the worst team in football. Carolina is not going to let us come in there. Boy, they would love nothing more than to have us looking sick about 4:15 Sunday afternoon. And you may look at that 28-6 score, but to my understanding, because we have somebody watching the game, scouting the Panthers, that game was closer than 28-6. That was just the final score.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, Falcons do what they're supposed to. We should come away with the win on Sunday. But folks, we got to cleanse ourselves. We got to give ourselves a whatever, a colonic, a working out, an animal. We got to cleanse ourselves of 2016. I told the fellas earlier today, I think our fans are more scarred off 2016, 28-3 than we is Michael Vick.
Shit, when you got these same motherfuckers talking about he a Hall of Famer, I don't know, chance.
That's their opinion. And they're entitled to it.
Oh, now you want to get politically correct.
No, well, what I'm saying is, if he makes it to the Hall of Fame, I'll clap as loud as I can because he was with the Falcons. But nevertheless, whether he's that or not, he was gone in 2008, and it wasn't because of nothing that happened with the Falcons. It was something, a personal choice that he made that he readily admitted that he was wrong on. I felt like it was bullshit that he went to jail for it. Nevertheless, it happened, what happened, and Matt Ryan happened. But all of that's in the past. Desmond Ritter's the quarterback right now. Right now. Who knows what the future holds? Do we need to take care of the ball better? I think we all know that. But it's just annoying to us guys who gotta tell y'all the facts, the stats, and the truth. When we see shit like Drake dropping that pass, Drake had the biggest day of his career, 172 yards. But he damn sure could have. He catches that ball as he's over 200, and we're not talking here because he walks into the end zone. Or if nothing else, he's tackled deep down in their territory. Just a field goal there would have made a world of difference. A field goal there, even with the two missed. Now, when we get the ball with 31 seconds left, we only need a field goal to tie instead of needing a touchdown to win. I don't expect Young Wei Koo to have another day like he had. The fellas will tell you, when he missed that field goal, I said, well, time for him to miss one. And goddamn it, he missed another.
Yep.
And nobody's talking about them two missed field goals either. But have the nerve to want to talk about holding somebody accountable. You know, I mean, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Because he even held himself accountable.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did.
That man feel like shit he missed them 2 field goals. He basically said he cost the team the game.
He was sick on the sideline, bro.
That man was sick. But because he acknowledged that, he know what it is. I know what it is. Now, as we get into the top of that, We about to get into the top of the hour. I know K-Styles sitting over there. He got his big old spoon because he gonna stir up some shit. I'm gonna give out a game ball. I gotta give out a game ball to the offensive line. They patchwork. They missed a couple of blocks. But we had, at one point, 4 backups. And the quarterback stayed upright for the most part. Now, we can't survive the rest of the season like this with all these guys out. So we need to get some of these guys back. I don't know what's the situation with Dahlman. I think McGarry got to miss one more game. I don't know what the situation.
No, Chauncey, we can't talk about the injuries. That be an excuse. We can't talk about it. We can't talk about who's injured. It's an excuse.
Okay.
Only other teams can do that, Chauncey.
Yeah, it's an excuse.
I get it.
You know.
I get it. But the fact. It's a fact.
Yeah, it is.
So we gotta get these guys back healthy. I think Nate Landman gonna have to miss one more game. He's crucial. I don't know what's going on with Yamato or Street. I don't know what's going on with the
Street got a pectoral strain. The MRI came back, but they hadn't, they'll probably throw all that information out tomorrow. Yamato is probably gonna play this week, barring a setback. I don't think he should. Given it I think it was what he had, an ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't think he should play. But I guess if they have some of that numb your body juice up in him, you know what I'm saying, he'll probably get out there. But
So Street,
I let the medical staff decide that. What's up with Street?
Street got a pectoral strain.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say it was
that could go left or right. That could go left or right.
He's it's not as bad as they thought.
Because if he tear that guy, that's an 8 to 12 month injury. Ask Al Horford. He told both of them.
Exactly. Yep.
So that could go left or right. I'd probably be more careful with him than I would Your Mama.
Yeah.
Because with Your Mama, you could take that guy up real good and shoot him up with whatever they shot Trevor Lawrence up with. So that boy was looking at 4 to 6 weeks. And they put something in that boy. You can't tell me they didn't. We inside 3 minutes. Look here, man. We got to get ready to wrap this thing up. Y'all already know how we do it on here, man. We're going to always.
We got 7 minutes.
What they got, 8:05 start?
It's 7 minutes to the top of the hour, Nick.
What clock you looking at?
I'm looking at what's on our time clock.
I don't know, because what I'm looking at says 7:58. You got to put down that goddamn, put down your grandmama old clock, Sam. And goddamn it. Now.
Look, you done goddamn chewed up all the goddamn podium time, motherfucker, now. Shit. Goddamn it.
Y'all, this is what we did.
I'm sick and tired of motherfuckers goddamn getting mad at me because I don't want to be out here 25 hours a day, 8 days a damn week, hollering Desmond Riddle is a fuck up. No, it's not going to be that. It ain't never going to be that. Because I look at the whole game. The whole game, the entire game, and nothing but the damn game.
Just want to be grabbed. Go get your damn. Go out there and pet your damn dog. Hey, y'all, we got to wrap it up, y'all. Y'all already know how the realistic OGs do it. Big Ant came on in here and shot us with a good. Appreciate everybody checking in. T. Lord, Corey Gear, 5, Wyatt Carlson, John St. Clair, Sonia Howell, Pam, what's up, sweetie? 8137 Sauce. God damn, bro, y'all got some names.
Brock Delaney.
Appreciate everybody checking in, man. Look here. We're gonna do this every Tuesday. And we're gonna deliver the goods. Or to some of y'all might consider it the bads, but that's fine. We ain't gonna tell you no lies though.
Nope.
And we're gonna always tell you what I always say. We seek and speak
The truth.
The whole truth.
The truth.
And nothing but
truth.
Make sure y'all catch OG Big Sam tomorrow on the Wednesday tea.
Yes,
Make sure y'all catch him Friday with the pregame preview. Big Ant gonna help him out on that. Y'all catch me on Thursday. Exclusive World of Wrestling. We're gonna decide who's the GOAT. Make sure you catch me on Monday. New start time, 6 p.m. I'm gonna rock with the same time Greg Street do. For my man, Big Ant, OG, Big Sam, the showstopper. Make sure y'all get over here with the 6-man K Styles. I'm your man, OG Truth Hurts. And with the realistic OGs, we gonna always seek and speak what? The truth.
The truth.
The whole truth. And nothing
but the truth.
Not that made up shit, Anthony White.
He still fussing. God damn. We see y'all.
Peace out, y'all.